start the event. Thank you. At this present time, we'll call Leticia Watson to come do our welcome. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Nice crowd in here. Again, my name is Leticia Watson, and I have the honor of welcoming you all here today. It's an incredible honor to stand before you today at this Veterans Day breakfast here at the American Legion. I want to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude for all of you for being here to commemorate and celebrate the service of our veterans. I had the privilege of serving from 2009 to 2018 in the best branch of the military, the United States Navy. Let's go! It was an experience that shaped me in ways that I can never imagine. And like so many of you, it's a bond that stays with me for life. Today is a day to reflect on the sacrifices made, the challenges faced, and the pride we share in serving our country. But it's also a day to honor each other, to recognize our collective contributions, and to give thanks and strength to the veterans of our community. I want to take a special moment to thank Mayor Donald Shaw, everyone here at American Legion in Roselle for hosting this event, our service spouses and family members. I want to give a special thank you to Chris from American Legion. And a super special thank you to Jana, Vet for You. Thank you all for all the work that you do to support our veterans. Your efforts are a testament to the strength of our community, and I am incredibly grateful for everything you do. To my fellow veterans, thank you for your service, your sacrifice, and your unwavering commitment to our country. We stand together as brothers and sisters, and today we honor that bond. As we enjoy this breakfast and spend time together, let's remember that we are not just a group of individuals, but we are family. A family that has served, a family that continues to serve, and a family that will always stand strong. Thank you again for being here, and may we continue to support each other today and always. It's really hot up here. Now we're gonna have Sergeant Cruz from New Jersey State Troopers to come do our presentation of colors and our national anthem, and our Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you, everybody.
At this point in time, I'd like to do the presentation of colors. For the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing. At this present time, we'd like to call Brett up to come sing the national anthem.
Thank you all for coming out today. Happy Veterans Day to every single one of you that are veterans. God bless you and God bless this amazing country. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
At this present time, we're almost going to let you guys sit down. If we can call up our own special chaplain, Miss Mary, to come up and give us the invocation.
Dear Lord, today we honor our veterans, worthy men and women who gave their best when they were called upon to serve and protect their country. We pray that you will bless them for their unselfish service in the continual struggle to preserve our freedoms, our safety, and our country's heritage for all of us. Amen. Amen.
At this present time, everyone can have a seat. We're going to move on to the remarks portion of the service. We're going to call up our Mayor, Donald Shaw, for remarks. After the Mayor, Borough and Council. And then after that, if we can have our own special Larry Markovitz to come up and do his special presentation. Thank you.
I'm going to ask if my council colleagues will join me. Let's give it for Brett one more time. Brett, that was a great rendition. Councilwoman, it looks like you have a little competition. Yeah, I see it. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Today's a special day, not only for our country, but absolutely for our borough. Ms. Watson mentioned the importance of bonding in community. And I think every Veterans Day, as we honor our veterans here in Roselle, that is what we intend to accomplish. To fill this room, to fellowship, to bond, and to show you guys how much we honor the fact that you have served our country. And we love you for that. I want to acknowledge a very special man in this room, and he's the commander of the post that we now stand in, Post 229, Commander Ron Zimmer. We forged a bond, we have a relationship, and we are excited and happy to be a part of 229 here in Roselle. Chris, where are you, Chris? Thank you, Chris, for all you've done and continue to do for the borough of Roselle. Fred, congratulations, my friend. Good to see you again. I'm going to pass the mic, as we call it, to my councilwoman here standing with me. Council President Cindy Thomas, you're going to go first. Pass it off to Councilwoman at Large, Denise Wilkinson. Guys, enjoy the day. We have a special program also at the library. That is the Veterans Library. We have a special presentation there, so please make it on down to the library once we leave here. And enjoy this beautiful breakfast.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. And to our veterans, I just want to express my gratitude for your service. Whether you serve during times of war or peace, we thank you for all that you have done for this country. The brave, the sacrifice that you have made to this country, have not gone unwelcome, unwarranted, unnoticed. But we definitely thank you all, and I wish everyone a blessed day on this Veterans Day and for many days to come. God bless us all. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, this is loud, so I gotta back it up because I'm loud. Today is serious business. We're here to give reverence and honor to those who served this country. Please, if everybody can give them a round of applause, all of our veterans, for those that didn't make it home. These kinds of events are important because it lets them know that we love them and that we appreciate them. Oftentimes they have to leave their families behind, right, just to give us and fight for our freedoms and our rights. And at the end of the day, this is still the greatest country on earth. We have rights that others do not have. How many of you believe that? And because of the men and women who served, we're able to enjoy those rights. And so today we're going to break bread together. I always believe in breaking bread together. It means a lot. It symbolizes family and unity. But remember, this is about them. And so when you see a veteran in the room, please make sure you just shake their hand and say, thank you for your service. Again, don't forget to come to the library. It is renamed the Roselle Memorial Library because that is what it's about. Those who served are now a part of the catalyst to raise the academic and literary levels of this community. So please join us immediately after, okay? Thank you so much.
Jana, while we wait for the next speaker. No, he's coming, but I want to do something special. Yeah. Jana Williams from Vet for You. I'm honored and I'm grateful to call you friend, first and foremost. I'm going to steal a quote that you say. All wounds are not visible. And I watched, don't cry, don't stop, and I watched your news press release the other day on Channel 11 Picks. It was all over the country. You did an amazing job. And before we leave here, you have to tell that story. Oh, you say for that? So to hear her speech, make sure you come to the light. I am so proud of you. Let me tell you, I was in Florida. I think I've sent you guys the link. To be the mayor of this borough and to see you represent for the veterans here. I was so proud. I was mushy, and I want to say thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Yes, let's give Janet Williams one more round of applause. Our very own Roselle Grown, okay, taking care of our veterans everywhere. I do also want the representative from Congresswoman LaMonica MacGyver to stand. Yes. Our Congresswoman took a plane this morning to get back to DC to do business, but she wants you to know that you matter to her. And so she made sure her representative was in the room, and we thank you for being here.
Thank you. I want to call Larry. He holds a special place in my heart. He has a special poem and just in remembrance of those who are not with us, who we don't know where they are, POW MIA segment that I feel like, even though it's not POW MIA Day, but I feel like we should still pay honor to those who followed before us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for being here, especially all our veterans. I'd like to say a few words about the POW-MIA table, what it is and what it represents, and why are we here today. I have one of my Marine buddies here with me to help support us and all. The first part, the table, as you see, is set for one. The frailty of one prisoner alone against his suppressors. The cloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. A single rose on the base, signifying the blood that may have shed and sacrificed to ensure freedom for the USA. The rose reminding us of family and friends, of missing comrades who keep the faith and while waiting their return. The yellow ribbon stands for the proper accounting of our comrades who are not with us today. A slice of lemon reminding us of the bitter fate of those missing, captured and held as prisoners in foreign lands. A pinch of salt, denoting the tears of our missing and families who long for answers of their uncertainty. The Holy Bible represents the strength gained through faith in our country. The lighted candle reflects the light that will illuminate their way home, away from their captors to our nation. The glass is inverted because they cannot toast with us tonight. The chair is empty. They are not with us today. I want to thank everybody, and always remember what today is, what it represents. And like we heard before and all, everybody would say, if you ever see a veteran, a young Marine, a serviceman, an older gentleman, always come up and say thanks to them. And appreciate who they were and what they did to save our country. I want to thank you very much. Very much.
So at this present time, we're gonna eat. If you have trouble moving around, you can stay seated because thanks to Sergeant Cruz, he brought his baseball team. They're here to volunteer, so they're here to help those who may have trouble getting around. So if you need assistance with fixing your plate, just raise your hand and the young men over there in the blue. Raise your hand, you guys. And we thank you guys. They donated the water, they donated the juice, they donated the soda. But more important is they donated their time. We're going to continue with the program because we're kind of on a tight schedule. But I just wanted to acknowledge Councilwoman of the 3rd Ward, Cynthia Johnson. I think I saw her. And then I also wanted to just acknowledge the commander one more time, just Commander Zimmer, for opening up his doors. Really appreciate it. Right now, the guest speaker, he's probably starting down, but I wanted to call him up. This guy, he does a lot. You think I do a lot for the veterans? He does a lot for the veterans. Me and him click because I think he's like me. We do it without looking for anything in return, you know. And those who know us, they know us. But I wanted to call my chairman of the Veterans Committee at the Cranford Elks to come up, Mike Rotolo, to come say a few words.
Thank you. I appreciate you inviting me to speak to you all today. I started out at my 5th grade son's class in Cranford, then I had a panel at the high school, and I got over here as fast as I could, but I promise I'll keep it short. I am Lieutenant Michael Rotella with the U.S. Navy. I recently returned from the Middle East after a year-long deployment. It was, obviously you can see it's still going on, and it's crazy. And I want to say the things that kept me going, that gave me the clarity and purpose to do whatever needed to be done, was organizations like this, and the Elks, and the VFW, who consistently supported myself and my family with care packages and notes. I mean, that's the stuff you save forever. Those little handwritten notes, the pictures. And when I walked through that school today, and those kids are clapping for you and handing you, Veterans Day notes, it's that, thank you for remembering all the veterans. Thank you for everything you do on a daily basis. If I can ever do anything for you or this post, please reach out to me. I will do anything I can, so long as there's veterans, I'll never forget them. Being one myself, it's overwhelming, the outpouring of support from this post and from all of you. I thank you. I wish you all a happy Veterans Day, and please, let's take care of our own.
Thank you. That was very short and sweet. At this present time, we're going to, I'm not going to read the proclamations, but I would like to call the mayor and council up. Oh, I forgot the awards. Yes, please. This year, when I was looking in the community to honor our veterans, I was a little selfish about picking my honorees this year. I was trying to make sure I found someone who was humble, who does a lot in the community, and they go unnoticed. The 2 individuals this year that we're honoring, whenever there's something going on in the community, you see them there. Not only are they Roselle police officers, but they are veterans who served, highly decorated veterans. I tell them all the time, and I don't know if it means much when I tell them, I always appreciate them. So I wanted to give them something a little bit more meaningful, just to show that their labor does not go unnoticed, And So the first one, anybody want to read this? Just to let you know, these awards are handmade by veterans. It is a flag of valor. So this is not just an award that we went to the trophy store and made out. This was made with passion for those who have served before us, and a veteran who is a wounded and disabled veteran who take passion in making these awards to give back to those who served. He signed the back of them. We also have another Army. He couldn't be here today because he's leaving for deployment tomorrow. He's here as well. And I'm just asking you guys to pray, because we have a total of 1,120 soldiers that I know of that are currently deployed, right now, fighting for us to be sitting here today. So just make sure that if you don't take any military person, if you come to the library, I'm going to give you some education and some knowledge later, but I'm just going to say this for short and sweet now, but just don't take any military person, not just a veteran, military personnel for granted.
I'm going to do something a little bit different. Chief, could you give Chief Lobby your phone and join me in reading the proclamation of the first honoree? Chief, you don't got to buckle it all up. You're just a... Sorry to put you on the spot, but I think this is fitting as these are your officers.
Morning, everyone. This proclamation is presented to Sergeant Ivan Romero, who's with the Detective Bureau in the Police Department. He is a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. From the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Roselle, New Jersey, whereas Ivan Romero, upon graduating from Abraham Clark High School, enlisted in the United States Marine Corps and was shipped off to Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Harris Island, South Carolina on August 20th, 2001. Whereas Sergeant Romero, upon completion of recruit training and MOS school, was designated as a motor transport operator assigned to Headquarters Battery 3rd Battalion, 14th Marines, an artillery unit. And whereas Sergeant Romero's unit was deployed to Anbar Province, Iraq from May 2006 to April 2007 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom 06-07. While in country, his artillery unit was converted to a provisional military police company, serving under Task Force MP 1st Marine Division. And whereas, proving true to one of the famous Marine principles, every Marine rifleman, upon arriving in country, Sergeant Romero was assigned to the convoy security team, where he served as a heavy machine gunner and scout vehicle commander. His team had two missions: to provide convoy security to civilian contractors, making supply deliveries to numerous coalition bases, which consisted of up to 80 trucks. The second mission was to provide transport to detainees upon release from prison to their nearest Iraqi police station. And whereas Sergeant Romero, as commander of the scout vehicle, would go ahead of the main convoy and identify any improvised explosive devices or other potential dangers to the rest of the convoy. After returning from Iraq and fulfilling his military obligation, Sergeant Romero began working at the New Jersey Department of Corrections as a corrections officer. In 2010, he joined the Roselle Police Department and is currently a detective sergeant in the Detective Bureau, overseeing the firearms licensing unit. He is also a proud member of the Roselle Police Honor Guard. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Mayor Donald Shaw and Borough Council of Borough Roselle do hereby recognize Sergeant Ivan Romero for the sacrifice he has given to our country and abroad. Your dedication to this country is commendable, and we thank you.
Thanks Thanks, everybody. Everybody knows me knows I've got a lot to say. I'm a man of little words. But it's greatly appreciated. I don't need recognition for anything. However, Jana called me, and she's helped me out a lot. My transition back here and helping me as a veteran with the DA and everything. So if she says this is what it is, then this is what it is. But once again, thank you everybody here. Recognize the people that are currently serving, especially special shout out to my soldier who's not here. He should be here hopefully within the next month. And same thing, we'll get on here as welcome. Along with other vets and everybody here, just know that everything is greatly appreciated. You know, advertise what we do see the small things along with honors like this, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Proclamation to honor the military service of Officer Stanley C. Edouard. Whereas our nation's service members and their families represent the very best of America, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Roselle honor the military service of its own, Officer Stanley C. Edouard. Whereas Officer Edouard enlisted in the United States Marine Corps and was shipped off to Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Paris Island, South Carolina, on October 18, 2001. After training, Officer Edouard was assigned as a supply clerk to the 1st Light Armored Reconnaissance Battalion Headquarters and Service Company. Whereas Officer Edouard deployed with the 1st LAR to Iraq and participated in Operation Iraqi Freedom 4-6 from September 2005 to March 2006. 1st LAR was stationed at Camp Korean Village, Iraqi Al-Anbar province. While deployed, Officer Edouard was assigned to the Korean Village Temporary Holding Facility as Guard Chief, where he was responsible for safeguarding, recovering, and transporting detainees and assets via mobile and air throughout the Al-Anbar province to Al-Saad Air Base Detention Facility. Whereas Officer Edouard redeployed with the 1st LAR to Iraq and participated in Operation Iraqi Freedom 6-8 from March 2007 to September 2007. 1st LAR was stationed in Rawah, Iraq, Al-Anbar province. While deployed, Officer Edouard was assigned to Rawah Quick Reaction Force, MIT team, Corporal and Sergeant of the Guards. Whereas, after returning from Iraq, Officer Edouard transferred to the Marine Wing Headquarters, Squadron 3, where he was assigned as the Warehouse Chief, Tax Center Non-Commissioned Officer in Charge, NCOIC, Army NCOIC, and Warfare Tactics Instructor NCOIC. Officer Edouard of active service from the Marine Corps active duty was July 2012, and he immediately enlisted in the Marine Corps Reserve from July 2012 to 2013. After completing his military obligation, Officer Edouard joined the Roselle Police Department in 2014, where he is currently assigned to community policing. Now therefore be it resolved that Mayor and the Council of the Borough of Roselle do hereby honor with pride the military service of Officer Stanley C. Edouard and the sacrifices he has made for our community and country. His dedication to this great nation is commendable, and we thank him for his service. Signed this 11th day of November 2024. Signed, Mayor Donald Shaw. Let's give him a round of applause. Yes.
shy one. Hello, everyone. Everybody knows me, so thank you again for appreciating my service. All the veterans that can come back, you guys rest in peace. And that's it. That's it.
So that concludes our program. Chief, do you want to come close us out? Do you have some words to say? Commander Zimmer, do you have some words to say?
Thank you for your cooperation. Really good. Honored to have you as guests at our post.
Wait, I'm coming to you. We
I'd like to thank everybody for coming. My name is Ron Zimmer. I'm the commander. I have the privilege of being the commander of this post, and I think the breakfast was great. I know I'm full. And I hope to see you again next year. Any veterans that are here and would like to join our Legion, keep us in mind. And thank you very much. Bye.
So I'm going to close everything out. I want to give a special thank you to all the volunteers. I want to special thank you to all the volunteers, Recreation Department, Estimates, Sergeant Cruz and his baseball team. I want to thank Jana for hosting this, along with Recreation, for the mayor and council for putting this together, and everyone that came out to support our veterans. It's a privilege to have known them, Officer Ed Watt and Detective Sergeant Romero, since they started. And they never cease to amaze me. They always go above and beyond. And this year, the police department wrapped a vehicle in honor of Veteran Awareness to show our support and to show that we're dedicated to being there for our veterans, both in the department and in our community. Thank you. I also want to thank DPW. Usually they're the unsung heroes behind the scenes.
Make sure everybody head to the library. Well, we're a little early. It starts at 1 p.m., but don't get lost. You know, if you go and get your seats early, because it's going to be crowded. All right? So we'll do that. Okay? Don't go home. Okay? All right. Thank you.